Main event. Let's do the main event.
New world order.
Legacy is a thing of the past. Here's a video to prove it right here. Let me click share screen. Here's a video that proves you niggas are out of the legacy. Now, the cost of raising a family is going up, which means in effect, you guys cannot afford to have a family. Now, do you see? Y'all don't see it. But let's continue. The cost of raising a family is going up. All right, so let me play this video. Here we go right here.
Median home mortgage, raising 2 kids, 2 used cars, gas in that car, insurance for the car, 1 bout of student debt, power, food, phone, health insurance, and taxes. Same numbers. $2,636 would be what you get in 1998. You know what it is in 2025? Those same exact metrics would bring you to a total of $7,368, and I didn't even include the tax because I thought it made it too dramatic. $88,416 would be your yearly total to raise a young family in America while also owning the median mortgage. And you may be asking, what was the median income back in 1998? Well, I'll tell you, it was $38,885, meaning there was a surplus. How much? $7,523. What's the surplus today? It's not. In fact, for the first time ever, 2023, 2024, and 2025 will be negative. And in 2025, it was $13,836 in the negative if you made the median household income and tried to raise a young family and raise up the American dream in your household in 1998 and every year back to 1973, it was possible to raise a young family in a median home, taking on the minimal lifestyle to raise up the American dream. Today, not even close.
All right. So, just staying with the main event, legacies are a thing of the past. Okay, it's very simple to understand for a lot of you people, but you guys think for some reason you're going to debate black women into doing this. Let's show you the data. Right? If we debate them long enough, if we keep giving these red pill talking points, if we make these hoes understand, if women understand that blah, 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 we can change this. We can't. If the Republicans come in with Project 2025 and convince these women to leave their jobs and go home, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Because we have an economic problem. What is the economic problem? Women have to work. Women have to work. They cannot choose to not work. All right? That's the economic problem that we have. What's the other economic problem? Men can't afford to support a family. Okay, so now what do we have? The majority of U.S. households where it is the majority of married households are single, no kid, followed by married, no kids. Then you go down to other, but married parents. Married parents only make up 17% of U.S. households. But with that being said, 60+%, almost 50+% of kids in the U.S. live in a 2-parent household. Okay, I know that's quite confusing for you ooga booga ass niggas, but you got to make sense of this. That means that essentially what they're saying is the slight majority of kids do grow up in a 2-parent household, but it's almost 50-50, 60-40. It's very much, it's eroding. More people live single and alone. And if they're married, they're dinks, dual income, no kids. They can't afford to have kids. This is where this guy comes in. This is where this guy comes in. So, yes, there can be a state of where there are still slight majority of kids that are raised in 2-parent households. It's not enough. So that means, yes, you have the 50-50 chance of raising your kids as a what? Show you the chart. Single parent. Single parent. When it comes to, sorry, I'm clicking on the screens here. When it comes to the black community, it's worse right here. Just so you can see. The black community has it. Do I not have the chart? I don't have the chart up. The black community has it far worse than this. All right, which is going to be a little more dismal, like 60 to 70%. Where's my chart on the black community? I had it set up here, but it's a lot worse. It's like 60 to 70%, but 40%, I can't find it. All right, but these are just numbers. I'm just throwing out numbers if you want. But the idea that you can benefit directly economically to support a two-parent household, even if you are intent, you get married. Look at the majority of people married, no kids. That is the largest group, okay? It's the largest group. Even people who are married, they can't even afford to have kids. This is where this person's coming in here. The cost of raising a family. But you guys are still smoking weed, sitting up there telling me that debating feminists is going to help you out. But you can't even afford even on one income as a single parent because we have the welfare state. Then you have two people that are married. They can't even afford to have kids. Let's go back to this woman right here earlier that said, my grandma, Meemaw, had 11 kids. Meemaw had 11 kids. Yet, guess what? You have the Dinks as the largest household in America. Not single no kids, but married no kids. The Dinks. Dual income, no kids. Married, living together, boom. Can't afford to have kids. This is an economic problem. It really is. Because I just think that we just don't have enough in our world to actually raise kids. This guy's proven this point here. In 2025, what you need, if you make the average median income, which goes back to kind of what I said. Look at the number and tell me I didn't tell you this. If your household income is under 100K, you're cooked. If it's under 100K, good luck. And this is proving it again. Although you guys still want to be out here defending, it's okay to make 45K a year. It's okay to live off of 3K a year. Okay, good luck. Especially if you want to have kids, multiple kids. Trust me, I've done this. So kids are expensive. Has the modern dating landscape confused you? Have many of the standards that you heard, you're kind of tired of hearing about, and you're wondering, what does it all mean? Well, look no further. Join us talking about the monetized dating marketplace right now on Locals. And it is CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can create a free account to join the conversation between the Coach Gang members. But also on Sunday, we do a live stream demonstrating all aspects of the monetized dating marketplace. And coming soon in 2025, you're going to have access to a sample of the monetized dating marketplace course, where you can get information related to how to participate in the monetized dating marketplace and or how to understand it, so you're not out here spinning your wheels trying to figure out how you're going to best deal with the monetized dating marketplace. Listen, everything and every aspect of dating is monetized. We just want to relieve the frustration that you might have about it. So the best way to do it is make a free account right there on Locals, CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can get access to those live streams, but create a free account. Just join the conversation. I am the only one covering this conversation from this point of view. And yes, I am ahead of my time. Get ahead of the information before you're priced out. And that is just the bare minimum maintenance. Anybody that says kids aren't expensive, I'm going to probably say you were on welfare. And you probably can't send your kids to public school, which 90% of kids go to public school. If your kids go to public school, you know what they see every day. Indoctrination, without a doubt. Teachers, daycare. If you send your kids to daycare, especially cheap daycare, but it doesn't matter if it's cheap or not. You send your kids to daycare, you open them up to the organized cultural Marxism. When your kid starts talking like a socialist, and they will, and you sent them to conservative school, you sent them to your conservative church, but you send them to the public school, You paid. That's how you paid. You sent them to the daycare and you have twinkle toes taking care of your kids and dressing up like a fairy and reading your kids fucking stories, but you want masculine kids. And your kid is dressing up and playing with Barbies. And then your wife tells you it's okay. Because your wife today is more likely going to say, I want my kid to pick their own gender than they are going to say, I want you to raise your kids in a masculine way. Legacy is a thing of the past. So you marry a woman, you meet her in the regular world, you cold approach, mouthpiece, crispy ass niggas. Now you got a woman, you have a baby with her. More than likely, she going to be on some pronoun, gender pick. All right, he can wear a pink dress. And you sent your kids there because you work at Jiffy Lube, and it's okay to make $45K a year because that's the average medium salary. You decided not to boss up. It's okay. And I'm like, yeah, you're cooked. You didn't send them to the Montessori. You didn't send them to private school. Slightly better. It's not the answer, but send them to that public school indoctrination camp, and your kid running around here dressing like Harry Potter, the girl character. And your wife says, leave him alone. He's expressing himself. It's a thing of the past. It's hard for you to find a woman today. Even these trad-cons dressing up in dresses and shit and flowery dresses from the 1950s, even they won't have you put that pressure on your kid to maintain a masculine frame. But you think CGA and the bonobo arguments, and you think arguing with feminists is going to help y'all. And shaming OnlyFans girls. It's far too gone, man. You think cold approach is going to help y'all. And constantly telling men to do it like you because you're broke. Hey, do it like us. Stay up in the middle of the night and cold approach these hoes. Y'all think that's going to help y'all? Y'all think cold approach is going to help y'all? It's not. It ain't going to help you do shit. All right? It's far too gone at that particular point, especially if you're over 30 years old. It's a waste of time. And the debate about it is over. All right? You guys have nothing left to debate me about. Scaring men and shaming them to do it is not going to help you. The fact that you want to stay broke doesn't mean I have to stay broke and do broke people activities. Okay? My man says, I flatly disagree. What's a legacy? Yeah, see, that's where we are. I mean, we're in dum-dum world now. You got to disagree, but we don't even know what a legacy is. Can't even define it. But that's what men say they want. How you gonna pay for it? How you gonna facilitate it? How can you guarantee that you're gonna stay married? What if you get divorced here? A lot of people are getting divorced. This is going back to 1988. Okay, by the way, I'm sorry, 1998. Do you realize in order to beat this, what type of person you have to choose as a mate, a partner, a spouse to beat this? Right, in 1998, guys, I was graduating from college at this age, getting into my life, trying to figure out how I can make this happen. And that's what it costs to raise children. But of course, you guys don't realize inflation, hyperinflation, stagflation, shrinkflation, the economy we live in. This was before the housing market crash. This is the prices going up. This is what you need. Now, I want you to do this as a last assignment because I do have an appointment. If the prices went up in less than 20 years, let's say 15 years, wholeflation, 15 years. I'm sorry, that's 25 years, 26, 27. All right, let's fast forward this to, let's just say 2040. What do you think it's going to look like in the year 2040? This is why I'm going to tell y'all, because this is when your kids are going to be 10, 12, 14, 15. What will it look like in the year 2040? If it went up this fast in 20 some odd years, let's go back 15 years and tell me what it's about to look like. Do the math. This is going to start a dramatic collapse of the legacy, childbirth, and all of that. You're going to have married no kids go up, plus single no kids go up. The data is trending there. Married parents is going to collapse. Single parents, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen there. And then the Duke Shooter Pooter Intruder, the Lily Lint Lickers adopting kids, and whoever the fuck that is up there and the others, what is going to happen there? Do the math. I only want to make you think pragmatically and gamble. Would you want to roll the dice on this? Gamble against it. This went up 50K in 25 years, roughly. In 15 years, if it went up another 25, 30K, cooked. But you want me to tell niggas the cold approach and save the dating marketplace. You want me to tell you, you guys keep wanting to debate this. Don't buy pussy, coach, because it's gonna mess up the marketplace. All right, and you simping. Oh man, what you guys want these ripping. We need to tell women need to understand. Is the problem men and women? The problem's not men and women. And I've been making this point. The problem is economic. Okay? Let me type this in. This is my position. It's been my position for a long time. This is the number one issue we're facing. Right there. It is not religion. It is not politics. It is not agenda war. It is not cold approach. It is not tricking. It is not any of these things that you guys feel comfortable about talking about every day. My book talked about this. This is the number one issue. Economics. That dictates everything that we experience. Dating, single, married alone, dinks, divorce. Economics. If your conversation don't deal with and start and end with the economy and the economics of dating, whether you pay for a date, whether you pay for pussy direct, that's all in the same conversation. Why are women selling more? Economics. Why? They're in student loan debt. All of these other the economy is controlling everything. Why you date, why you don't date, why women want to charge you for dates, why they want a Cash App, why they need an Uber. Money, pussy. Period. Let me get to these super chats because I got to get up out of here. Check me out on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel for the best morning live stream every weekday. And of course, we're back for the evening live streams as well. Check out the times in the featured channels on this channel right here. And also the links are in the description box. I will see you there. New